Hey guys, this is gonna be a video towards the new expansion, Lord of Hatred, to tell you what I think of the current state of the game, as somewhat of a review, I would say. Just for the people that do not know me, my name is Mati, and I have been playing throughout all of the games of Diablo. This is my all-time favorite game. Even Diablo 3, I played quite a lot. Frankly, I have not bought the new Warlock expansion for Diablo 2. Let me know in the comments if I should. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it because it looks fine, but I don't know if I want to play the game now. I actually prefer Diablo 4. And I have many complaints about the game, but since we're gonna get a life-changing expansion in less than a month, I printed out some things that I would like to talk about. Maybe somehow it also gets to um, other people to hear their opinion, and also hopefully maybe someone from the Diablo team. Uh, and in the meanwhile, in the background, you can see my Judgment Paladin, which, by the way, I am playing Paladin now because it is a new and quite not bad character type for me. And I know that if the expansion does what it promises and brings back a good sorceress, a good druid, a good barbarian, a good necro, I'm probably gonna want to play them, and not the warlock actually. And I will tell you why in a moment. Okay, so let's start with the pros. I wrote things down, but maybe the game will remind me anything else, so I will of course let you know. So first of all, amongst the good things, I think for me this is definitely a Diablo game. You can't argue that this is a sequel to D2, D3. It feels the look and feel. It's Diablo, which is perfect for me. I tried playing PoE 2. I loved it. It started boring me, at some point, but it's a great game. Potentially better than Diablo. Also tried to play Last Epoch 3 times, and I don't know I don't know. It's not the same. It's just the game is a good game, okay? And I think it's worth your money. I think the pricing is fair, and also even for the cosmetics, the deluxe edition, ultimate edition, whatever. I haven't bought it, but I think if they want to make more money and people are willing to pay, then it's fine. I'm not the type of person, but so the lore, the visual, everything, especially in the upcoming expansion, but also I think even currently, you can see the game is quite appealing in its visual design and lore storyline, I think. Um, Something else that, a second thing that I want to say that is a positive for me is that the game is evolving. I have played all of the seasons since season one. The game was great for 2 hours. Then it started being very, very boring, very disappointing. And like they say, we've come a long way, right? So the Diablo team is, I think, really proving that they can give a good fight and the game every season, which is I think to me 3 months it's not enough. I think they don't provide enough things for us to new things because the season interval is too short. It's probably going to change sometime, but nevertheless they succeed in 3 months to do many changes, most of them very positive and needed. Visuals. I'm gonna say many bad things about the visuals, but I think that the visuals are good. I think they're actually not less than amazing. You can see the devastation that you can do on the screen. I think they really captured this important aspect of Diablo and made sure that we can feel the devastation. And now that we have the kill streaks, they even gave it names for the devastation that we do on screen, and it's fun, just grinding the game. It's just fun, you know. Not enough. It's not fun for me to play throughout the entire day, but it's definitely, I think, good visuals. And also the performance was I don't know. I have no proof. I don't know. I haven't read about it, but to me at least with my PC, which is like an average gaming PC, it's not a high level or anything like that. The visuals, the performance of the game is improving. I think they're making tuning and tweaks for the performance, and then I can obtain better graphics, um, and still have a good frame rate. Open world, I think it's amazing. I think it's a great open world. I think it does the job, and it's absolutely um, good looking and good variety. Matches the storyline. Very nice. Cosmetics. I think that the cosmetics are actually a good thing. I was playing this paladin and I was, choosing the type of how I want it to look. And I'm not paying for additional cosmetics. And I think they are giving us with the new reliquary, which I know there were a lot of complaints. I think it's fine. In every season, if you play the season, they give you new visuals for the items and clothing of all of the characters, and it's also different between the characters. And I think, and also now they have a cooperation with Doom. I think, I think it's more than enough. It's fun. I can without paying do some customization to how my character looks, which is in my opinion very fun. And it also make you play because you wanna reach and wanna obtain the cosmetics. So the new characters, I want to say something, which is Warlock. I knew it was going to be a Warlock. Looking at the Silhouette in the, 6 months ago when they showed it, I was definitely sure if you, not many people watch my videos, but if you look it up, you can see that I said I think it looks like a Warlock, just visually. And I'm very happy about the Warlock because the type of character that is gonna be, it's intriguing. I will have a complaint soon by just looking at how the Warlock is going to play, but it's fun. Paladin, I never liked the Paladin. I have been playing the Paladin and having a lot of fun with it. I think it's a very good character. They put a lot of time into it, and I actually love the Spiritborn. I love the Spiritborn. I think it's great. Compared to the others. Okay, it's far from being perfect, but I think comparing to the Sorceress, which is my all-time favorite, all time. It was like I could play Diablo 2. I could play Sorceress like 10 times and not play Necro once. So I think Spiritborn is really good. Um, I think the new season objectives and progression is it's fun. I think you have things to do, and you get rewarded for it. So yes, I think that this thing that they did, so that you don't start with skill points and with paragon points, and you start from scratch and you do these tasks that you would have done anyway, but they make you, for instance. Kill Belial twice to get, I don't know, to rank 3, whatever. I think it's good and it's fun and I use it a lot. Okay, so and of course there are many many good things. You can see on the screen. It's a very nice game. It's going in a very good direction. Um, some improvements that I will be expecting to get. The game mechanics. So I have to say, I know Lord of Hatred is going to change a lot. There are many things that we don't know yet, so probably in the next week or two we're gonna get a lot of more information. But for now, so many things to fix. First of all, the skill tree. This was my biggest complaint in all of my videos. I said that the skill tree is sorry for my words, fucked up. It was actually when the game launched, I was so disappointed. I thought, how can they give me a skill and then the next branch in the skill is just a single branch that I have to choose? It was just uh, very, very disappointing. Waiting 10 or I don't know 15 years for D4 and getting this. And now the skill tree apparently is going to be significantly better. I don't know if it's going to be perfect, but it's definitely going to be a lot better. And with much more build variety and everything. And I think, by the way, also for the Paladin and the Warlock, it's going to be Warlock is new, but Paladin is also going to get these changes. The skill tree that you're looking at right now for the Paladin is not what you're going to have in Lord of Hatred, which is a good thing. I think, and also it has to do with other mechanics that have to do with itemization. One of the things that bothered me the most is that I choose skills and then I have to choose different skills when I progress through the game because like most of the skills are shitty. Then I find good items that have specificity for certain skills, and then so I find myself with only two or three or four good builds that everyone talk about, and then you don't really have a choice. You don't really have a variety, which was variety and randomization was like it was the idea behind the game. This was Diablo 2, Diablo 1. That was the idea behind the game, and they completely disappointed me. But it looks like it's going in a very good direction. Still, I'm afraid because, like you can see here with my paladin, it's I took a judgment paladin, so you do have some ways to customize it, but in general, you need to have a judgment paladin, and this is it's not like ascendancy in PoE2. It's very specific. So the specificity of the builds, it's very annoying, but it's much better than what we have now. The way the paladin is looking, and it's gonna be there completely. So many more things. The Paragon is very disappointing. It's boring as hell, and it's just multiplicative. Improvement of your build, but it's boring as hell, and they haven't said anything about it. So hopefully it's going to be like the passives maybe will go there. Something interesting is going to happen to it. Hopefully, the combat is very simple. Um, let me rewind this video because I don't think I'm gonna make it. Uh, yeah. So I was saying combat simplicity. The combat is very simple. It's not like in Path of Exile where you can actually think about the combat when you walk, in a single in one direction and then you attack in a different direction. Here it's like very straightforward, like the previous Diablos. You do have evade, but that's maybe the only addition that they have added, and nothing more. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's supposed to be a negative, but specifically this, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that it's very unbalanced. I don't feel like a lot of thought is being put into the combat, into changing it, making it more fun. And this relates also to monsters, abilities, and balance. You can see here in not specifically now I'm in the tower, but later when you will be able to see, I go in a pit, and I grind the monsters in the pit, level 50. I just 50, 52, I think it was, and then very easy. I barely get touched by the monsters. I just kill them instantly, and the ones that damage me barely do any damage, like you can see here. And then you get to the boss, and the boss is here, and this is related to the combat and related to the monsters and everything. The bosses in the dungeons and everything, they were supposed to be overhauled, and I don't feel a very big difference because several things. First of all, sometimes they one shot you, which is fine, but they one shot you after you didn't even lose one hit point for like an hour, and then they one shot you. And second of all, they have all these demon-like addition, spirit ghostly additions that they get that they attack you with that are not related to the monster themselves. Like so they have you have a monster and it attacks you and suddenly it brings like around things from the floor and all kinds of fireballs and everything. And so first of all, it's very weird. It doesn't make sense. Second of all, these things, you know, the monster hitting you barely does anything, but these things they one shot you easily. And this is of course from my experience. And worse and the worst thing is that many times you can't avoid it. It happens like immediately. And now if you're thinking to yourself, oh okay, this guy is he doesn't know what he's talking about, then maybe. But I have played Path of Exile 2, and what's nice about Path of Exile is that you know, the bosses, you have slight chance if you play once or twice to avoid what they do or maybe mitigate some damage. And here it's like you can't just it just kills you instantly. You don't have even time to react. So it's sometimes very easy, sometimes very hard. It's very unbalanced, and the combat just feels like my best friend says, it's just press on the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the keyboard, and you're gonna be fine. So I don't know if I agree completely, but he has a point. Um, so itemization, I started talking about it. I think itemization is it's getting you know, completely changed, which is very important. It's first of all normal and magic objects. You use them barely, maybe until you're level 20, and then the problem is that they become useless. You know, so theoretically, they said that we're going to be able to improve blue items with the Horadric Cube, which sounds fun. Um, Rare items, the same, but maybe a little bit better. I think in general, we get so much uh, loot. It's too much. I think it's too much, and I sometimes find myself with like 30 uniques or 30 ancestral legendaries, and you know I don't even look at them. You know, it's too much. You have no space to put it, and I'm not just talking about uh, the need for loot filter. I mean that it just you don't feel like getting object is significant. You know, you find something that you like, ancestral with greater affix. I found on Torment level 1, I found something with 3 greater affixes, a ring, and you know I stopped looking at rings. The ring is okay. I like it. So so yeah, you know, and I get many rings, like unique rings, and it's very easy to get. You kill lair bosses, you get like 30 types of uniques. It's too much. It's too much. You know, they're changing it, so hopefully it's worthless to say anything about it more because you know they've been working on it for 2 years now. Change it completely. So hopefully, uh, it will go only in a good direction, and we will not have all kinds of weird new things to deal with because yeah. Also about the skills. So I heard that the legendary affixes and abilities are going to be more general, which is kind of what's happening right now with the paladin. Not exactly, but it's a good approach. I don't like, for instance, to have a holy bolt to have a specific improvements to it on legendaries, because then if you use holy bolt, then you're gonna choose these legendaries. So putting these things in the skill tree, it's great, and hopefully we're gonna get a lot more build variety when the legendary items will have general things. For instance, I don't know, holy damage does also time, damage over time, 50% damage over time, all of the holy damage, something like that. You know, all of these things that are very nice, they should do more. Um, Something that is very, 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 in my opinion, important and easy to accomplish for the game. And okay, I'll give you some history. In season one, if you played it, the the farthest viewing distance was much closer than what you're seeing right now. Um, I complained about it wherever I could, and in season two they changed it. They gave us this far viewing distance, um, and I'm definitely positive that many people complained. Now I think, and I say that on every PTR that I play, and nothing happens. I don't know why. Uh, Hopefully, I'm not the only one. I think the viewing distance should be farther away. They should at least give us the option. And so first of all, why? I think that the two reasons. I think once is that the game, the looks of the game. I said that before. They're amazing. The scenery, everything is amazing. Very good looking. A lot of effort was done to make it look, like it looks. And I think when we're not viewing with far enough viewing distance, we just we just don't look at the nice scenery. Second of all, most important, the game is full of clutter. And that's, I told you that I might not play the Warlock to begin with. And this is because Warlock sounds amazing to me. Amazing, not less than amazing, but so much clutter. The animations in the Warlock skills, even looking at the videos online, I am saying, what the hell? You know, the demons come out of the ground, they cover all of the screen. So that's so they I don't know why they keep it like this. The clutter is too much. Um, so if you had a viewing distance that is farther away all the time, not just when killing world bosses and fighting them, a little bit farther away, maybe 10 to 20%, then even when you do have clutter, look at this whatever potion I used, this whatever that does the area. It's just a lot of clutter. So look at this. And so look what's going on the screen. So I think if you had a better viewing distance farther away, you wouldn't see such a mess on the screen. You could understand what's going on. And a good example for it is world bosses. By the way, they might not do it now because it needs more rendering, and therefore it might impact the game performance. I don't know. I don't know, but if that's the reason, let us choose. Give us better, additional viewing distances, maybe even something continuous that we can like change the viewing distance, and let us deal with the performance. It's our problem. Um, Paragon, I told you, it's a disaster. It's boring. It's repetitive, and it's boring. I hate it, and it's actually why as soon as I get the cosmetics every season, I just stop playing. If the Paragon was good, I would definitely continue playing. Uh, the information on the UI is a disaster. It has improved significantly, but I think still, you don't know which abilities you have. Attack speed. You go into combat, the attack speed changes, and then it's not written. You have +3 to some kind of passive skill, and then um, you take it and you don't even know what it means, +3 to concentration. And what is concentration? You need to go to the skill tree and look at it. It's a big mess. Also, the bonuses and passive abilities that you have on top of the um, skill icons at the bottom, you see so many things. Most of them, it's hard to tell, it's hard to follow what you have, which buffs you have. They really need to think about it, I think. Do something better. Um, yeah, side quests. Oh, this is something that for me personally is very important. I raised it several times. I know that side quests are more for the storyline, more for the lore, but I haven't done a single side quest since I think season 6, and now we're in season 12. So let me see. Yeah, again, let me rewind. I'm sorry, I recorded this specifically for this, and I see that I have a lot to tell you. So just to keep you entertained in the meantime. So, so yeah, side quests, in my opinion, it's a waste because they did so many side quests. First of all, they are very easy, so not challenging. Second of all, they haven't done anything to them since the launch of the game. So sometimes you're like in Torment 1 and you do a side quest by mistake and you get like a ring, a blue ring, a magic ring, uh, or whatever. So, or a gem, or I don't know what. So I think it's a good opportunity to, my OCD screams when I play a game. I see all these, signs, all these marks, um, exclamation marks in blue, and uh, and you're just not doing anything with it, which is a shame. And I think they need to think. I have many ideas. I can just give you one off the back of my mind. Leave the side quests as they are, but in a certain season, make them, doing them as a part of the progression and make something fall, like for instance, up the site, put it in side quests mainly, and then people will have the motivation to do them because it's just scattered all over the world and no one does them. It's just a waste of efforts that they did. It could be very nice and side quests for in Diablo 2, for instance, it was like so fun. Sound. I think it's apparent that a lot of work has been done for sound effects and music. I think the sound effects are good, very good, maybe even. I think the music sucks. I think that the music is not at all. Maybe you can hear from my screen. So first of all, by default, the music is very low. So I, raised the volume of the music and lowered the volume of the sound effect. It's much more fun to me, and I don't get a headache. But the music, it's boring. I think it's inconsistent. I think it's just. I'll give you two examples. When you go in dungeons, you don't really have a music. You have some kind of whatever, and this is not like Diablo is supposed to be. Look at Path of Exile, amazing. You go into dungeons, you have pianos and of orchestras, whatever. Even when entering the game, you feel the music, and in Diablo, you don't. And they have improved it, but I think, it's inconsistent. For instance, when you go in the outer world of Nahantu, it's you have this very dramatic, very, very high and high, I don't know, quality music. Try it out, you will see what I mean. But it's just in the Nahantu open world in some of the places, and then so it doesn't have anything to do with Nahantu, maybe, and even if it does, it's just like okay, great music for Nahantu and shitty music for different other places. So in towns, some of the town musics are very nice, some of them are not. Um, and sometimes the game is in a very fast pace, so the music changes all the time. You don't even notice. I don't know. They need to think about it. Lack of puzzles for me. I think the game is like it's monotonous, like same, just grinding monsters, which is fine. But I think having, a small amount of puzzles like we had in the cellars, sometimes they added small puzzles to light torches or to set up traps or whatever. I think it's very fun. At least as part of the storyline, do some, I don't know, something a little bit. I know that's action RPG. I know I love it, but something that's not just the combat and make it not be stupid like Altars of Lilith or something like that. Um, they have really abused the Butcher in season 12. I understand that it's a short season, blah 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 blah. I enjoyed playing the Butcher. I don't think it's a bad idea, but oh my God, in season 11 already, and now in season 12, it doesn't make sense that, if I play for 10 hours, I kill the Butcher 50 times. It doesn't make sense. The Butcher was like in Diablo 2, it was something like very special. You reach the Butcher, fresh meat, and you're afraid, and it's dramatic, and the music. And here in the beginning, when the butcher attacked me, I think it was in season two, season three, first time killed me. I was thrilled. And now in season 12, what the hell is this? It's just abusing the butcher. I don't know. It's boring. Okay, I'm not saying that because I don't like it. How many times can you kill the butcher? Kill the butcher with a layer boss. Kill the butcher in a dungeon. Kill the butcher in Fields of Hatred. Whatever. I don't know. I hate it. I hate it. I think I think it was a bad decision. What they could have done is maybe like create small butchers or small butcher-like demons, and do something with them. But abusing the butcher. Besides playing the butcher, which was I think it's also abuse. Like during the progression, you have to play 25 slaughterhouses with the butcher, but it's okay. It's fun. So but also too much. I'm almost done. Nahantu. I think Nahantu. Does anyone go to Nahantu besides for Kuras Thunder City? I don't know. They can improve Nahantu. It's there. It's shitty. I don't even know where to start. It's disappointing. Multiplayer because of many reasons that I said. Multiplayer game is it's not fun. I think due to many things, mostly the clutter. It's hard to play. You don't know what's going on the screen. It's not fun as it used to be. D2, D3 were great fun multiplayer. The pace of the game is crazy, which is my last complaint. Uh, I know that many of you like the pace, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that the pace is fast, but I'm just saying for multiplayer, fast pace is a little bit weird with all the clutter. You can't really get a grasp of what is going on, and also I think that sometimes, at least in the like 50% of the beginning, slower pace lets the player appreciate the monsters, the skills, look at what's going on the screen. This is my paladin, and it's just judgment paladin. It's crazy, and I don't have perfect attack speed, perfect movement speed. It's just everything is a mess. So I think for many reasons, including and maybe mostly the pace, multiplayer is not very fun, not many activities, but it is improving. But I don't know. I used to play multiplayer with friends, and this is definitely a single player game for me. I think that's it. There is much more to say, but these are the main things on my side. And the most important thing is in 3 weeks we're gonna get the expansion. Hopefully, it's going to be an amazing expansion. I think the game the team is addressing many, many things that we complained about. And I have to tell you, I'm 40 years old. Uh, I have a lot on my mind. I should have a lot on my mind, but this is one of the, things I'm expecting to the most. It's like a 12-year-old. It's gonna be amazing. Really looking forward to it. And maybe comment, like, and subscribe if you like the video, and also share it. And if I see that enough views are there, I can make many more videos, maybe also about Last Epoch and Path of Exile. And thanks for watching. Thanks a lot for watching. See you soon.